About your shirt, right? How you wore like 18 days in a row.
I haven't taken it off since the
You
last
haven't
one.
taken-
I know everybody keeps saying I keep
Do
wearing
you
the same
shower with it also, or then just let
I
it dry
don't shower
on you?
with it, no.
No. Huh.
See,
I
like,
find that hard to believe.
I feel like no one will believe that I have like 7 of this shirt, but I like it. It's good. It's my favorite. Miami Vice, baby.
Nice.
Nice of you to change your shirt.
Yeah.
Somebody around here has to do it. Anyway,
Exactly.
Mike, we're back with another transfer news video.
Yep.
A lot has been happening in Serie A. Maybe not official deals, but a lot of moves and a lot of talks. People are getting excited. The big news, your boy, a guy that you love, is coming back to the Serie A. Now it's basically official. Big Rom, Romelu Lukaku. Unbelievable turn of events that if last year you told us that he would be sold to Chelsea for 150 million and then come back on a loan deal, the reports are that it's going to be around 8 million for a dry loan, just no option to buy, no obligation, none of that. He is dying to go back to Inter, and Inter want him back. It seems like this one will be sealed. Thoughts, Mike?
Incredible, man. Like you said, no one would have expected something like this, but yo, he wants Inter, bro. He might have a lot of childhood teams that he want to play for. Everyone's making fun of him. But, bro, he's going to go back to Inter. He's going to have a good season. They're not going to activate it. It's a dry loan, but it's going to be a fun season, I think.
You know what the thing is? When he was rumored to go to Chelsea, I had this big doubt. It's not a surprise that he didn't do well there because for me, Lukaku is a system player. He's the type that he's really good when all of the game plays through him. Yeah. And Conte made him the center of the team. That's why he did so
Fit
well.
him perfectly.
When you go at Chelsea and everyone wants the ball, it's a little bit different. I think Inzaghi will play that same way, and I think Inter were missing this player that in a moment can change a match. He could score a goal that breaks the deadlock, and they are seriously on a vengeance because of losing the Scudetto, bringing in Big Rom. This was one of their weak points. It's huge. It's massive. I love the deal. I just hope that he comes out and he's honest about it. Like, listen, I messed up.
No
I
way.
thought I was
He's
going to
not
go to
gonna say
Chelsea. And I should have stayed where I was loved.
He's going to say a lovey-dovey story. All the Inter fans going to be mad hype. And
But I like it. I'm all for it.
100%.
For Serie A, I love
100%.
it. The one rumor that we were speaking about, we were talking about the trio, right? Because they were rumored to be close to Dybala, Lautaro, and Lukaku, having them. Sky Italia has since come out and said that they don't think that they can sign Lukaku and Dybala. And Dybala was the backup option. He was the one that we'll see if there's room in the squad, but Lukaku is a priority, and they might not be able to sign both. They can. It's still possible, but latest reports are that. Dybala does not have a team. We would have thought that this guy would have had offers lined up. We know he has a high salary demand, 6 million plus, but there's no other teams that are really coming to call for him.
It is very strange, though, right? Just thinking last year, it's like, if he leaves Juve, he'd have no problem finding a team, whatever his demands are. But now it looks like he wants to go to a top team, but plus he wants to get the salary that he wants. And it's not looking like these top teams that are, Champions League teams are willing to bet on someone like Dybala, who at that salary who can't deliver. So it seems like a lot of the teams, or he's going to probably have to swallow his pride a little bit and take a little bit less if he wants to go to a Champions League.
That's what I think.
Which is
I think in the
like
end,
the option.
that's what will happen. I think they're weighing like the risk to reward.
Exactly.
And they don't want to pay that much for a guy that they're not sure of. That's my idea.
That's what Juve did.
And I think it's going to come full circle. And I remember I was saying this a long time ago. I saw the reports from Corriere della Sera on maybe Milan can get in if he does lower his demands. I still think that Milan is a perfect place for Dybala. I think it makes a lot of sense on paper. They can't spend big money on the transfer market. Like the reports are at 60 million. They have to be smart with it. Bringing in an experienced guy like him, I think will be perfect in the role that they're missing most. That guy like right behind the striker that could have this freedom. And I would like to see it, but like we said, Dybala is probably going to have to lower his salary.
He's going to kick your boy Brahim out of the squad now.
I know.
Don't you feel bad for him?
Nah, but I mean, listen, as much as I like Brahim, he like started to dip during the season. I mean, he lost his starting spot.
After the injury.
He's young. Let's see if he can continue to develop, but he's not the person that, like, for Milan, who are defending champions, that they're going to go for.
Yeah.
I did like the reports that they're going in for Traore as well. I really like Traore. I've been saying that this kid is talented.
He's exciting, man.
He would be fun on the right wing. I would try to play him on the right wing of Milan.
I wonder if he played there before, because always for Sassuolo, he's always on the left side, but it'll be interesting. Because a lot of wingers are interchangeable, but it depends.
I remember like everyone was saying that about Chiesa, but he's played the right side. He's played the left side. I think he does good either way that he goes. So I think for Milan, that would be a big move because it looks like they're losing out on Renato Sanchez. With PSG who's pushing for them.
Right?
Even Botman, who like constantly we were hearing these reports that it was already done. For Milan, I feel bad for Maldini. He's in such a bad... Can you imagine that you win the Scudetto, you do all this, and you still can't get reinforcements to improve the squad enough?
It's hard to believe, honestly. But we'll see. There's still a lot of more time in the Mercato.
Another winger that we got to talk about, this Di Maria, who every day is, today's the day of Di Maria. Today he's going to give it 72 hours, 24 hours, 1 week, this weekend. I can't stand the reports. I've literally had to turn off notifications on my stuff and just wait until he comes. Some of the latest reports are saying that he will end up accepting it because he doesn't really have anything else going for him. Barcelona doesn't seem like they're putting in a real offer. The other backup option is Benfica. I know he wants to make this decision based off of his family because he only wants 1 year and then his family wants to go back to Argentina. So I get it. For me, Di Maria makes a lot of sense on paper for Juventus. I think player-wise, they need that winger. They need someone who's going to service, who can dribble his man, who prefers to even get assists than he does goals. And they don't have a big transfer budget to spend. They're bringing in Pogba. They'll bring in Di Maria, who will both be free transfers, who will improve the quality of the squad. And then they could probably spend that money elsewhere to continue improving.
Yeah, Di Maria for me is like I said, a question mark. I don't know what he's been up to lately. I know he's a little bit older, and hopefully he proves me wrong in terms of...
You don't believe in him?
Nah, I don't believe in it. I just don't know
what to take a stance, Mike.
I just don't know.
Is he going to be a success, yes or no?
Bro, I've seen only a couple of games from him, and it was mostly Argentina. I rarely seen him at PSG, and I don't want to base off highlight videos on YouTube.
You don't think he's going to become Maradona?
Buffon, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to become like Maradona. I don't know why he said that, first of all.
Bro, he's exaggerating. It's like, we say it all the time with our friends. Like, this guy's going to be amazing. Why not?
Jeez, that was crazy, dude.
Nah. Everyone went too crazy. Just put yourself in his shoes. Like, I've 100% like exaggerated that way about a player. Like, he's gonna come here, he's gonna be. He shouldn't have. Okay, whatever. You shouldn't do the reference. But if you also just like put some common sense, obviously he doesn't think he's gonna become.
Yeah, not. But how highly does he think of? Di Maria,
I think it's his way to say like Di Maria is gonna do really good in Serie A. That's it, and I agree with that.
Do you think he'll do as good as like when they brought Tevez in? Or not like get out of here.
You know what?
Come
That's a good reference.
Way.
But more so not on the goal side, more so on the assist side, I would say. I could see him racking up 15 assists.
15?
Yeah. I think it'll be a good signing.
We'll see. I don't know too much about this whole thing.
What other news we got? Koulibaly. Problems with Koulibaly and Fabian Ruiz. We spoke about these before. It looks like their renewals are in doubt for both of them. The Fabian Ruiz situation is wild because he still has a year left on his contract, but we know how De Laurentiis is. If, like with Milik, if he has a year left and he's not renewing, he'll sit him in the stands
they're gonna freeze
for an entire season, which is unfortunate. So he might have to find a team. Koulibaly, they're offering the lower salary. He definitely wants to stay in Napoli, stay in Naples. There's been rumors about a move to Juventus, and I'm sure they're true that Juventus will want him. I know that people will use the Higuain example, but Koulibaly's always felt a little bit closer to Napoli than I think any other team. 100%. And I don't think he would make that move. It's possible. Anything could happen. I personally don't see it.
I never believed in those. Whenever those reports were coming to him and going to Juve, I was like, man, I know I said this about Higuain, but Koulibaly, he's different, man. He's not going to go to Juve.
You know what I just realized? We didn't talk about the Inter, the other center back, Skriniar, who looks like, and I think this one will end up happening. PSG's putting up 60 million.
A lot. And they're saying a possible improved offer. So I could definitely see him going.
They said they want him around 70.
They said, I think the important thing was to keep Bastoni because he was younger. That's who they kept their hands off of.
That's smart.
But it is a lot of money. If they give a more improved offer than 60, could you even blame them for selling him?
And then you buy Bremer
for half
30.
Yeah, 30, less than half, 40. Whatever, around half the price, depending on how much Skriniar is going to go for. I think that's a win-win for Inter.
I do. I think so too. The thing that sucks is that I love Skriniar. He was, for me, the best center back in Serie A last year. I watched him live a couple of times, and my gosh, the guy is an animal. He dominates on the field, and he's got this personality about himself that he's like a never die breed. Yeah. He's humble, so it would suck to lose. But when I'm weighing out the options,
it's understandable.
I think that Inter can improve their squad, even if they do let him go. Can you imagine getting a Bremer and even Milenkovic, and then you're able to still improve the squad in other areas?
And getting that cash.
I think I understand if they did need to sell him, and I do agree that if you had to lose one of him or Bastoni, I would lose Skriniar.
For sure.
Roma is doing pretty good. They got Matic. They're working on Fratesi. They're still like 7-8 million away. I think that he will be a great signing for Roma. I know we already mentioned this, but Roma's on the right trajectory. They're trying to get really good players. They're linked to Torreira, who unfortunately, it sucks, but he was maybe my favorite player on Fiorentina last year, besides when Vlahovic was there. He's not staying. He wants to go to Serie A, and they're saying Roma are looking at him. And even De Paul.
Dude, he was like the MVP after Vlahovic. Like you said, left half the season. He was scoring goals. I think you said he had the most goals for Fiorentina as a midfielder, which is pretty insane. And, they couldn't find an agreement, obviously. But this would be a huge coup for Roma if they pick someone up like that. He does everything. He defends. He attacks. That guy fights. He brings a ball up. But you didn't say the most important rumor. You didn't say the Ronaldo to Roma.
Yeah, right.
Guys, I don't know if you saw, but there has been some rumors apparently.
Okay, by terrible sources.
Yeah, terrible sources. How crazy would that be, right?
For me,
Ronaldo
has to play in Champions League.
Ronaldo under Mourinho?
No.
Bro, this guy,
I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it for even a second.
Yeah, they're winning the Treb if he goes over there.
I do think that Ronaldo's going to leave Man United. I think he needs a team that's in Champions League.
Where could you see him?
Return to Juventus. You see, Monblano was talking about that. He got offered. I actually wouldn't be that surprised.
What do you think's a favorite though to land him?
The thing is, I don't think Juventus will take him back.
Yeah, I don't think Allegri's not gonna want that.
His salary would. I think Allegri will be fine.
You don't think so?
I think his salary will be too much, and Juventus are like.
But they're gonna ruin this project that they're doing. They're building something else.
Are they building?
I mean, if they get Di Maria, yeah. Why would you pull
now they've completely changed. It was true. Like, we'll build for the future. Now it's
where do you see him though? Where could you see him?
I don't know. I thought maybe PSG at first, but they're going a completely different route. They're getting not big names anymore. They want to just focus on trying to actually build something that makes sense. So he doesn't have that many options.
Ryan keeps saying he's gonna stay. I was like, yeah, Ryan.
I do not
think he's gonna stay.
Ronaldo playing in the Europa League. I can't see it. It would have been hilarious if he had to play Conference League.
Is Europa League qualifiers or Europa League?
I don't know.
That's
I think it's just Europa League.
Yeah, he's got to leave ASAP.
Can you imagine him playing qualifiers in the middle of Norway or something?
He probably just retire, take the season off if he had to do that.
Just come to Inter Miami or something. At least we got good weather.
Exactly.
All right, guys, that's it. That's all the transfer news. There's a lot. Listen, I always say, take it with a grain of salt these days. Wait for things to actually be more official.
It's okay to get a little excited,
It's driving me nuts lately that I just feel like people care more about the transfer market than they do even football. And I'm missing football right now.
It is a whole new thing. I feel like it's not even part of football anymore. I think it's a whole different category almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like a different sport almost.
There's people that just enjoy gossip. And I feel like transfer market has leaned towards
it's like stocks. Oh, this one's going high. This one's going lower. But it is correct. I would not bet on myself. Yeah, for sure. I'm being honest.
Guys, as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Ciao, guys.